Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Snob Deluxe. If you want to see how to achieve this look, just stay tuned. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. I just feel like it takes a lot from the video because you're focused so much on your brows. Like, your brows are like your focal point. If your brows are off, it's going to just be a disaster. So I went ahead and did my brows off camera. Eventually I will do a brow tutorial, but just for today, for the sake of time, I just went ahead and slapped those bad babies on. So what I'm going to start off with is my LA Girl Pro Concealer. And the color is the Orange Corrector. I mainly use it right here where my face is a little deeper, maybe like right in here and right around my nose. And this right here just gives your skin that flawless even look. I feel as though, I mean, I could be wrong, but we're not gonna say that I'm wrong. We're just gonna say that that's what works. I'm going to initially, of course, you know, I have my concealers on. Alright guys, so as you see, I have my LA Pro Girl Concealer in the color Orange Corrector. And basically what the Orange Corrector does is it counteracts with the darkness in your skin and it gives you an even, flawless look. So I'm applying that with a foundation brush all over, and as you see, I'm touching the dark spots. Hi, Braylon. Looking at me so silly. So I'm going over in the dark areas, typically right there in my eyes, around my mouth, and the creases of my nose, and just give that an even finish. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation, and this is Absolute New York HD Flawless Foundation, and this is the shade Espresso. I like this because this is a medium to full coverage, and it just really, it does amazing with my skin. So I'm going in, of course, with my damp beauty blender and just making sure that I am evenly applying all over. This shade right here, I find that it's kind of like my in-between shade. So right here, we're transitioning out of summer. You know, we're right here in the South, so we have long summers. Touch that up. Next, I am going in and I am mixing my concealers. Again, LA Pro Girl. So what I do is I like to mix Beautiful Bronze and also Fawn, and that way it's not going to be too light, it's not going to be too dark for me. If you go too light, that's when you're going to get that flashback, guys. So I'm just going and I'm applying that with a flat concealer brush, and right there in the cupid's bow, under my eyes, forehead, and my chin area. Those are your natural sunlight spots, so once that sun hits, that's going to give you that nice glow. And I like to go in with the opposite side of my damp beauty blender, and then that pointy side allows you to get in those little small tight spaces. You do want to carry your concealer from the sides of your nose. It's going to give you that slimming effect, and we're going to go all the way out to our hairline. And I like to, whenever I want to blend out the harsh edges, I flip over my beauty blender and I use that side where we had that foundation. And of course, down the bridge of your nose. And as you see, if you use that opposite side, we're blending that right on out. So next we are using the Absolute New York HD Flawless Setting Powder. And this is in the color Banana. So I have found that this is an inexpensive setting powder. It does not give me the flashback. Also, I do not bake. Sometimes I do a little bit of baking, but I find that if you take that damp beauty blender and just roll and press your setting powder into your concealer, it gives you that nice finish but I'm not receiving the flashback. So that's one thing that I really, really love about this powder. So next we are going in. I am using a NYX Total Control foundation, and the color is Deep Espresso, and those are the areas that I like to go in and do my contour. I am using a brush. I am unsure of the name, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I think it's an e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm not 100% sure. So right there, see, I'm snatching those cheeks, going back in with my beauty blender to blend out those harsh edges. So again, you want to go kind of like mid-cheek. There's kind of like a 2 to 3 finger rule as to how far you want to go to your nose. And then also up there on my upper forehead. And if you can see those harsh edges right now, once you go with that beauty blender, let's blend that right on out, guys. I feel like it's all in the power of the blend. Like once you get that blend, blending your foundation, blending your eyeshadow, as long as you blend those brows, baby. As long as your blend game is strong, that's it. That's all it takes. Please watch closely. I am the nose snatcher, honey. That is one thing I am always so proud of, is how I can snatch this nose. So I like to go right there on the sides of the bridge of my nose. And you definitely don't want a super harsh line there. So I definitely go in with that brush and blend, 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 blend. Swap out with the beauty blender. And then sometimes I go back in with my brush. So now we're going to go ahead and do our blush. This is a MAC blush called Hidden Treasure. So I really, really like that. So I go in with my blush brush. I'm really unsure of this brush set. I got it from Target a few years ago. So I do not have the name, and they do not have numbers, but they have an SK on the bottom, if that helps at all. Now I am going in with my eyeshadow base. And this is a eyeshadow primer. I'm unsure of who makes it. I'm sorry. Just blend that out with my fingers. That way we have our eyeshadow even. Braylon's talking to me here, guys. He's like, oh, Mom, can your audience see me? I'm like, no, honey. I'm just going to do a voiceover. Go ahead. Tell me what's going on. So now we are using Nicka K New York Perfect 9 palette. And what we are doing here, I actually saw an Instagrammer and she used a solid color and she kind of went all the way. As you see, I love this because it's super pigmented, but as you see, I'm not sure of the brush, again, maybe an Aveda brush, but you go ahead and pack it in. There's minimum fallout. So just go in, pack it in, and then I am going to use a blending brush to blend all of that out. We were getting ready for work and school, so I'm like, okay, let me record my makeup tutorial, my makeup routine rather, while Braylon's getting dressed. And of course, he just had so many questions. He's so excited. He's super supportive. But yes, I saw this Instagrammer and she blended all the way over to her nose. And it looked amazing, but I was so terrified. But I tried it, and it was a success. All of the ladies at work gave me compliments, so that was really nice. So again, we are just blending, blending, blending. Again, ladies, that blend game. As long as you can blend, honey, you can make anything work. As you see, I have my scarf on. I've been working on my waves. So I think like my next haircut, I definitely want to get waves. This is another shade in that same Perfect 9 palette. And I will put the link below. So I'm just using almost a tan brown color to kind of help blend out to my brows. That way that purple color is not super harsh. Now I am going in. This is my RK by Kiss Liquid Genius eyeliner. And I love this liquid liner because of the super sleek tip. And it's very flexible. So it gives you where you can do that super sleek line for your eyeliner, or you can make it a little thicker, as you see how I went over to my wing. So it makes your wing super precise. So I really, really love that. And as you see, my tip is if you start at the bottom of the corner of your eye and you kind of make a triangle and then go in and fill it in, I find that that's what helps me get the perfect wing liner. So I'm quite proud of myself here. Just remember, put a little on there. If one side is a little thicker than the other, just go check it out, see, and you can always add a little bit. And this just takes a steady hand. Practice, 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 guys. So now I am going in. I have a Lancome Le Crayon Kohl in 602 Black Ebony. And I love this because this pencil, it is a sharpener, like a sharpener pencil. You have to sharpen it. But I love how smooth and how dark the color is. Going back in with that purple color and that same brush that I initially put the eyeshadow on with, and I'm going to put a little bit of that color at the bottom. Blend out those edges. I feel like they were a little harsh. Next, I am going in with my NK Makeup Multifunction Mascara, and the color is M10, and this is just a regular black. I like to go ahead and put on mascara. I feel as though that it helps my lashes stick on a lot better. Especially right there in the front. I like to coat my lashes on top as well, and then I just feel that it helps. These are my favorite lashes. They are called Huipan Eye Makeup Collection. I got these actually off of Amazon, guys. They are Siberian mink lashes. I've had them a little over a month now. They come in like a really, really nice box. Definitely, like I said, I've had them over a month, so you can definitely reuse them. And I like to apply my lashes with a Duo lash adhesive. Duo is the brand, and I like to get it in the dark tone, and so it comes almost like a gray and it dries black. I find that they're their clear adhesive. It comes on white and it sometimes dries white. It never really fully dries clear. So I like to use the dark tone. So this whole lash business gets a little crazy. I was a little skeptical about applying my lashes on camera. Some lashes just, I'm not a lash professional, you know? It's just really not my thing. I was a little pressed for time, but I would recommend applying your glue on your lashes, letting them sit and get tacky, so that way when you are applying them, you're not having to wait like myself and just going and they're slipping off because that glue is just not tacky. So just going in with some tweezers, just so you know, you definitely want to protect your eyes. You don't want to have your finger in your eyes too much. Oh my goodness. So now I am going in. I have a MAC lip liner and the color is Whirl. So I am just applying that. I like to go in and make sure to fill in on my lips and not, you definitely don't want to just do the lining. You want to fill it in so that way if your lipstick or lip color wears off at all, you're still going to have some coverage because your lip liner is going to be shaded in. Now I am going with Absolute New York, has a lip mousse, and the color is called Grunge. So I'm applying that. I really like the texture. It is a full coverage lip cream, so it kind of dries matte. So I'm applying that. It actually ends up being a little too pink. I think with that Whirl, it just really did not mesh well. They're almost identical in color. So if you really want to go like the matchy, but a lot of times I like to do an ombre lip. So that's what that's all about. I'm trying to figure out, am I gonna pull it out? Bam! And Glow Up by the Crayon Case. I love this highlight powder. This is that, hey, bling, okay? So I'm going to apply it with a brush. Honey, do you see the highlight? Can you, oh, honey, oh, wait, honey, oh. And I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my blush brush because you don't want like that harsh line, but you also, as you see, I'm going back in, baby, and that highlight is going to bling even in the shadows, okay? So just blend that right on out. Look, ooh, honey, okay? I start feeling myself when I put that in Glow Up on. But this is literally, I like it. Only thing that I will say is I'm always super nervous whenever I'm using it because it is a powder highlight. So you definitely, one false move and it's everywhere. The entire house is going to be blinging. So again, just blending out with my blush brush. But as you see, even with that blend, honey, it just gives it like that natural bling, and it literally, I get so excited about highlight, guys. Also, another trick, sometimes if I feel like it's a little harsh in areas, I will take that foundation end of my beauty blender and kind of just tap it, and what that does is I feel like it helps kind of help blend. Within my nose, I'm typically blending with my finger. I'm using a brush here, but in all honesty, I am usually blending out with my finger. Tip of that nose, honey, you see that nose is snatched, baby. Snatched, yes. Also, you want to highlight that brow bone. That right there, I'm trying to tell you, if you put your highlight in these spots as I have directed. Every picture, honey, you're gonna catch it. As I said, it could be in the dark. Your highlight's going to come through every time. So just going in again with that damn beauty blender. Feeling myself, baby. Put that top on. You literally will have a huge mess. Going back in, and this is just really the touch-up phase. Go in, let's see. Am I happy? How I feel? I feel beautiful, baby. All right, so at this point, I'm blowing off all that excess highlight did fall. That's right on the robe. I don't know if you guys knew. Like, I need a smock. So I think I'm gonna get me like a custom Snob Deluxe smock. That way it can kind of like cover my clothes, whenever I do my clients' clothes. So I'm looking at that lip. I'm so not happy with it. So I ended up going back in with a MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in Simply Smoked. This is my go-to every time, guys. This smoked, almost like a smoked lavender is how I would describe it. And when I tell you, honey, it dries almost next to instantly. So it is amazing. Put it on, and I feel like that definitely set things off. Okay, let me reveal this hair to you, honey. Like, I've been feeling my haircut, honey. Like, absolutely feeling it. Okay, killing with the shoulders. So this right here, I'm just looking, touching up, and this is it, baby. All right, guys, so this is my final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed my tutorial today. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also turn on the post notification, which is the bell, so you guys know whenever I am posting. I will be posting all of the details of my look today. This is a bodysuit courtesy of Pretty Little Thing, and I paired it with a velvet skirt from there. I also have one of their black waterfall coats, so I'll post the entire look after this.